Okay, so we can...
The Kingston Town, I think we should talk about.
Oh, Kingston Town,
I'd like to talk about that because...
you've already mentioned Hurrah as a
I've
Grand
mentioned
National
Hurrah,
Steeplechase winner in the future, so you can take the lead on this.
This horse...
I'm sure Chris Wilder would be
look, I'm a big fan for Chris, and you know, I thought that the ride yesterday was outstanding. To be able to get away with that. Huey was at his best. Huey's riding very well with a lot of confidence, and he really took the initiative yesterday, knowing that he was on a very one-paced horse, knowing that he wouldn't be able to win if it was a sprint home. He's taken the initiative and made it a staying test, and most of them were found wanting. I think that, I wouldn't be thinking that horse would be winning too many more races in the near future. He's not one for mine.
But he's consistent, isn't he? At
honest.
this level, he's honest.
He's bread and butter,
He's bread and butter,
honest sort of a thing. Again, really systemic of the lack of staying horses that we have.
Best thing you've said.
You know, we just don't have any depth at all.
Someone puts on the pressure for a staying race and everything falls to pieces.
Yeah, a horse like that to win. You know, there was a huge rap on Red Lord going into the race, but for mine, he was extremely disappointing. If he can't be beating horses like that, I know that.
Especially off a fast pace.
Off a fast pace.
Like if he gets back and they're crawling in front and sprinting, there's excuses for him.
Yeah.
But they've gone. Hugh Bowman, like you said, took the initiative, and I love that. Jockey's taking initiative and actually trying something rather than all sitting there and wanting someone else to take the initiative or make the race. He's taken initiative. It's been a long while since we've seen a horse lead like that in the staying event.
Sure.
And win. It was refreshing to see.
It's always fun to watch.
It is fun. It was great initiative. Well done, Hugh. But you're right. Red Lord, coming off that sort of pace, you would expect him to run over the top of Hurrah. Especially the bit of a boom about Red Lord, which I don't totally agree with. I don't think he's a Cups horse whatsoever.
Yeah, I agree.
He failed in last year's BMW at good level. He might have been on a heavy track, but he also didn't run a 3,200 metres out in Sydney Cup. So I don't really consider him a Melbourne Cup horse whatsoever. I think his best distance is probably up to 2,024.
Totally
look, I agree he's certainly not a Cups horse, but I disagree from the point of view. I think that he was disappointing on Saturday.
Disappointing in the fact that he couldn't run down Hurrah, which isn't really. If you're talking to him about a Cups horse, you want to be beating Hurrah.
I'm talking Metropolitan.
Like they are talking, like the connections are talking about.
Well, that's not for me. He'll never be competing in the Caulfield Melbourne Cup this year, but he well and truly will be competing in the Metropolitan. I think the horse was. I think Bowman was as smart as you're saying, but he probably deserves some more credit because what he did was he forced Red Lord to really carry that weight
and chase.
Don't discount, boys, the enormity of the task that he faced to do that, to cart a field up to a tearaway leader like that with such a big weight over that sort of distance. Now, he's no superstar, never going to be, and he's not getting near the Cups, but he can win the Metropolitan, and I would say to anyone who had him down before this race as the Metropolitan winner, I wouldn't suggest you get off. I honestly wouldn't. I think there were some excuses there for his performance, and I thought he did pretty well to get so close near the line.
He can win the Metropolitan because, what sort of field are we going to get in the Metropolitan?
Same.
Where are they going to come from? Unless we get some New Zealanders come across.
You get one or two come up from Melbourne and they're trying to qualify for the Cups, but it'll be much the same. And for that reason, he'll probably be competitive. But
I'd like to mention Get Up Jude as well. Again, no superstar, but second up after a 7-week layoff, and his sectionals were, I think, probably close to the fastest sectional of the day in this race rather, and he was only second up over 2,000. So last time he won a string of races. So
the Sing School match probably the only other one worth mentioning. Music Review. I thought she got home, started to get home towards the end, and she's really looking for that extra distance.
She's looking for that extra distance, and she'll stay because she just plugs along. She hasn't got a great turn of foot, but
I love the Sing.
She keeps on going. I love Sing School. I wish she stood out here for longer, but unfortunately.